Hello, hello. How are you? It's good.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for your time.
Thank you, thank you.
Find the time for
Thank you for inviting.
Yeah, thank you. And the first question is like maybe a lot of people asking you about it. How old are you, and how long have you been practicing Ashtanga
Okay.
yoga?
So this year I'll be 50, 50. And I have been practicing when I was 30. So it's 20 years. But the first 5 years, it was a mix up of many yoga style. I was living in Miami, in the States. So hot yoga, vinyasa class, Ashtanga modify, many different things. Until I found Kino and Tim, Kino McGregor. Shala. So that's when, in Miami. So not far from my house. So that's how I started Mysore style regularly since then. Yeah, so it's more or less 16 years, 16, almost 17 years.
Can you tell a little bit how did you start practicing yoga? Why was you want to start practicing yoga?
Okay, all right. So it's not that I wanted to start yoga because back in the day there was no, YouTube was very new. There's no information, right? So I remember I was using Netscape. You know Netscape, right? There was no Google.
Yeah.
It was a Netscape. It was a dial-up internet, right? And back then in Miami, and I drove past this hot yoga almost every day from work. So I stop by sometimes. I see a lot of people sweating, but I knew it was yoga, but I didn't know there are different styles. And that's how I started. And then people, a teacher, and then some people talk about vinyasa class, power yoga, Iyengar yoga, and there was some guy or some workshop there. So I attended. Friends asked me to join. I attended. I start to hear more about Ashtanga. It's for someone who very physical, and my intention was like, I want to do something physical, and that's all it is to it.
This attracts you to start the practice
at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes, something very difficult.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, and that's all. Uh-huh.
Okay. And do you have any physical background before you start practicing yoga?
Okay. As a boy, always play football, play basketball, climb things. In school, doing pull up 30 times with my friend. Bet on who do 30 times. Who do 100 push up, things like that. Like a regular boy. When I was moving to Miami for my master's degree, I start to go to the gym because I start to, I learned English very fast reading the Muscle magazine. So because I have no interest in other things, and so I bought the Muscle Development magazine, this and that, and I start reading it. So it add up more information about how to build muscles, right? So that's how I get into going to the gym and follow those instructions from this bodybuilders. But I wasn't really into it so much. I go to the gym, I see people doing, and I see some friends, I join friends, hey, I work out with you, and so do live here and there.
I saw your photo when you were 30 years old. It's like
yeah. I got You know, the thing is this: in the States, I think the food is different. I don't know what they put in the food. Probably steroids or something. But you know, back then I eat a lot of chicken and meat. So probably like, and one other thing about the different is as Asian people, as Asian race, it seems like we build muscle. It's difficult for us to build muscles. So I lift very heavy weight, super heavy. My friend is like as big as you, but 3 times bigger. I lift the same weight as him, but I didn't get big. I was that big, which is not so big, you know, still small. But you know, my size, my arms, you know, maybe twice bigger than this. But those guys are huge, same weight. But I didn't improve like them, something like that. So it's kind of like, you know, you play around with friends and this and that. So that's my physical background. Always go to swimming. Sometimes go, you know, skate by the beach and go run for like 3-5 miles, something like that. That's all.
Cool.
Before yoga.
How do you think, what is the difference between Ashtanga yoga and other styles? Like, what's the most important thing that you can say about Ashtanga?
Okay. See, since I start the Mysore style with in Miami Life Center with Kino,
Samastiti.
I haven't been practicing any other style at all.
After that, when you start to
When I start practice Mysore style, I have very limited memory about those hot yoga and power yoga. I remember that they do a lot of asanas, but they don't. The transition of those type that I have tried before was created from the teacher at the time. So it's like a instant, okay, I want to do this, I show you, and then you follow. I want to do this, I show you, and you follow. It's that type of class.
at the moment, like
Yeah, at the moment of creation of that person, that teacher. So to have me say that the differentiate between Ashtanga and other type, I don't think it's fair. I only know Ashtanga because, you know, if I'm gonna say that those type only do that and do this, I don't know for sure. But I know that Ashtanga is something that you can develop a lot from, you know, from any state of your beginning and to that there's no end to it. You can be super advanced if you really know yourself and then you really know how to do things for the body.
Can you tell me what are the most important things for you in practice?
Okay.
The most important,
The most important.
maybe top 3.
Okay. So throughout my years of my practice, the importance different. At the beginning, the importance was the fun, the you know, the drive, the sweat, the muscle. So there was someone told me that I muscled through the practice, which was true, you know. And that was the first couple years. And then when I start to go to Mysore regularly, I start to see people, you know, they don't have so much muscle, and they do much better practice than mine. And then I start to realize, okay, it wasn't about the muscle and the how strong you are. It's about the rhythm of something that involving in the movement and in the asana. So there are so many perspectives in doing one thing. And so right now, I'm more of a, so okay, let me tell you, that was the first state. The second state, I was trying to find out how to synchronize my breath. with my strength. So it's all about, you know, breathing, how to breathe with this movement and use the base of my body into do something, right? And now that I'm turning 50, things start to get, you know, going on the way down, right? It started when I was 45. It's because there's a lot of students in the Shala as well. So, you know, you teach more, you start to burn out your joint and you're standing a lot, right? So you use your legs a lot. So the lower body become kind of tough for them. It's so much work for the joint here, hip joint. And so at this stage, I'm trying to maintain the practice with of course the breathing is the fundamental of everything that I do. But to add, to kind of acknowledge what is going wrong with my body. Meaning that I try to maintain the best that I can for what I'm doing, right? Of course, I cannot do handstand push-up like when I was in my 30s. But now I try to maintain those things the best possible way. And then you try to understand the, you know, more of the science of the body, but based on doing Ashtanga breathing, something like that. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And like the different phases.
Yes.
When you just begin
Yes.
with one.
And also when you have injury,
Yeah.
it's totally different. Right? You fade yourself out of your line of focus and you try to fix yourself and then you come back to, okay, now I'm gonna come back to focus on the same path again. Then your hip hurt, then you go out of your line, okay, I'm gonna fix my hip, how what to do, you know. So that's how you collect the knowledge and that's how you can, you know, transfer to the students.
Like how can you heal yourself
Yeah.
using the practice?
Yeah, something like that.
How do you manage to raise so many strong practitioners? Seeing them practicing all together is very inspiring.
Okay.
Because to be honest, I've been in different places and here's like, I think that the most advanced practitioners
Yeah.
right now are here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you this. There are 3 types of practitioners. So I separate them into 3 types. So the first type is someone who doesn't want anything. They want to come and just do yoga. They don't want to sweat. They don't want to do so much asana. They want to do asanas, but they don't want to try so hard. So those type, it can be old people, like my dad and my mom. It can be someone who doesn't have so much confidence and never experienced any physical activities before. So those type, I put them aside. They can do what they want, but along the Ashtanga practice method. Okay, I'm not going to push them. I'm going to put them there. Okay, you here, I smile to them. Every single day, support them. Okay, your back hurt, it's okay. Your wrist hurt, it's okay. Okay, you do this, do that, try to fix it. Okay, that's one. Let's put this two, the second one aside. Let's talk about the third one. The third one is someone who want to become yogi, who want to know everything and surrender to the method. This type, I give them everything. Everything I know, I tell them because they respect. They believe everything I say. And they believe in the method. They believe in the guru. There are not so many. And some of them come from the second type. So this type, we separate them very easy, right? The first type, you just, lay low. This type, they try so hard. They come every day. They dedicate so much. They want to be a yogi. They don't talk. They do. They have injury. They don't tell until I see. Something like that. Okay. The second type is the big group. Very big. So it's someone who work, someone who have family, someone who have kids, someone who's still young, someone who don't have money, someone have a problem at home, a wife who doesn't have a child and want to have something. The second type, there's a lot of people that trying to find some answer for their life. So this type, when they come, I try to use this Ashtanga method to feed them into create another things for them in life, and is that the first thing every morning. So, and this type also separate into a different type, right? Someone who have energy, someone who doesn't have energy, someone who confident, someone who is not confident, someone who pessimistic, and someone who optimistic, someone who believe that they can do something, and someone who never believe they can do something, and someone who always have excuse, and someone who doesn't have excuse, someone who have the body for it, and someone who doesn't have the body for it. So if you mix and match, there's so many of them, right? So I try to feed them with the Ashtanga method. First, you need to correctly breathing. Breathe correctly, and I will see if they're willing to fight with their own stamina. So fighting with their own stamina, as we all know, we get tired, right? After 1 hour, we get tired. But if someone who in a second, of course, the third type, they do it. No matter how much they get so tired, right? How much they sweat, they continue. The second type, whoever try to fight their stamina, try to breathe, try to go, keep going. So I'll pay more attention on how to develop their body, the function of their shoulders and arms and hip, back, knees and things like that. So I fix. I don't think that Ashtanga Yoga is I don't think of it as a whole. I think of it as a piece. So in each asana, there's a small piece that they're meant to do for. Let's say Janushashasana, they're meant to stretch your hamstring, right? And then the bandha, and then but for someone who have a flexible hamstring, but the back is so flat that they cannot round, right? So there's a problem. They can fall flat, they can go down, but they cannot jump back because the back is so flat. They cannot even do this, right? So I approach differently. So, but they have to have energy for it, right? That's the condition. So I kind of collect. I have much more students. In the last 10 years of the Shala, I have like probably 50 times more students than this. More than 1,000 people. There was a lot of very good students that they can do so much more, and then they quit. Problem, life problem. They start to do something else. They find they go have a husband or wife, things like that. It's like last man standing, right? So whoever can maintain till now is, it can show the how much that I can support them. Get up. Panchadasha, exhale. 1, 2, 3, exhale. Saptadasha, up. Ashtadasha. And also, if the second type, if someone that I know that they're dedicated, they want to learn it, and they have energy for it, and then they believe what I try to give them, then I give them more of the knowledge in like physiology knowledge. So to know the function of their shoulders and arms and how they function the body, how they function the hip, something like that. So I think it's a good tool that they know that, and for the future, I know that in next 2 years they're still with me. When I tell them, okay, your external rotation is not function for this one, so they know the same language. So that's how I work with each one who who look very good in the shala, and each person has had their own trouble in their practice. Like whoever you see in the shala now started with me when they were like nothing. Whoever you think is the best, they start from having trouble doing something. Everyone have trouble. Weak point, yeah. And then that's how I start to feed them. Okay, you should do it this way. Your back is not round. You should focus on the round. Your back is your back is too arched. The back bend is so good up on top, but the bottom is not good. Then you should fix your legs, something like that. So I kind of like give them tasks that they should follow, and I'll see. In 1 month I see if they follow, then I add more. That's how I keep collecting. That's why this chala is more of the local community than international, because I like that people who gonna go to work and come practice before, and they go to work and they have a stable family. They have stable, someone who go to school. Before school they come practice, and they go to school. They finish school, they find some work, they come practice, and then it continue being a part of their life. And I think that's the best way to create a strong community, because they live here and they always gonna be here, and they believe in what I say, something like that.
Got it.
Yeah. It's kind of long. Sorry about that.
No, that's awesome.
Okay.
Thank you. What are your main principles as a teacher?
The principle mean how I teach, or how I think, or how I.
Both? How you think, how you do it?
To me myself, I never thought of that I'm a teacher. I just know that, look, I don't think I have any principle. I just want everyone to follow the practice. If I'm gonna say that I'm as a teacher, the passion of the practice is my principle, right? And also respect the teacher and the guru, something like that. And after all, I don't think that I never have in mind that I'm a teacher, but I'm here because I came from the States. I come back home. I see that Thailand doesn't have shala. I open a small room up top, expect 10 people, and 30 people come. Then I told my friend, it's the owner of the hotel, I said, hey man, no more space. So we open this space, and I expect maybe 30 people. Welcome to AYGKK. This normally go straight, but then with the rain clouds go village.
Thank you.
Then it come 50, 80, right? So every day I just share what, okay, you should not do this like this. You do this like that. But I don't think that I'm teaching them, but I just guide them, okay, this is the way. You should do like this. If anyone come this way, then I guide them more and more and more and more. Something like that. It's more of the, when I was young, I don't like teacher at school. So
Like a teacher figure.
yeah, I don't like teacher. I hate every teacher I had when I was young. I was a bad boy, in school. I was like, go, always skip school, always go, put my bag in the school, and I go out with my friend, and teacher come caught me, and then, back in the day, it was like, they whip you with it. So I hate all of them. So I don't want to be a teacher, and I want to be someone who, okay, this is the practice. I like it. If you like it, you come. Something like that.
So you like given the knowledge that you already have.
Yeah, something like that. And then if I have, I would say that because I know a lot of anatomy physiology, and I include it into the method. So, and I want every student to know that. So my job, who guide them, will be much easier, right? I say one word, okay, your hip is not full from the joint, and if they understand what I mean, I finish them, right? But if they don't know, they're still doing same, they don't stretch their hamstring, then the job is much harder. So I'm kind of like want to share everything for students who really like the practice, something like that.
Do you use Thai massage techniques when you do adjustments?
Like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing. Not a woman or a girl. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girls and a baby boys.
And do you think Thai massage can improve yoga practice?
Okay. Did you feel any Thai massage when I help you?
I've been like on a TTC of a Thai massage also, survey.
Yeah.
Also been, and that's why we think about it, because it looks like you use some like lines when you adjust people. Is it true or not? Or it just
let me tell you this. I used to go to the school of Thai massage as well, and I used to open a spa in Miami and open Thai massage. So I had a business, so I know how to do massage. I would say that the knowledge of giving massage and the hands-on of not being afraid of touching people, that's a basic from knowing Thai massage. But I don't think maybe it's my nature, but I don't have that in mind that I'm using Thai massage to do on human body, because I think of Thai massage as a passive stretching. So some force touch the body and make the body in some way, right? It's not active. So Ashtanga yoga is about the active movement, active stretching. You know, the person who practices must do it by their own. If I help them, it's my my experience of Thai massage. Maybe that touch, I have the touch to it, so that's a benefit, right? And but one part of the Thai massage is when I press down the back. That's all. And it wasn't involved so much, right? You know, sometimes I do the legs a little bit, but yeah, on the side, right? Oh yeah.
So, because it's a front line.
But this is not Thai massage. This is more of the advanced asana. You know, Raja Kapotasana. Yeah. You need to have someone who doesn't like Setu Bandhasana can never do this Raja Kapotasana because the neck is not stretched, right? And then I also, like for this example, I add this, stretch your neck here, stretch your neck there, because I know that these people are going to have experience of this Raja Kapotasana in the future if they stay long, right? So I add that into the, even the Upavista Konasana, right? Left leg up, head back, stretch your neck, something like that, because I know that it's a difficult asana in the future.
So they prepared.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
Nobody know that, right? Setu Bandhasana, you stretch your neck. Matsyasana, head back more, stretch your neck. They don't know that I think about that. But if they get into that part, they'll be able to do it very easy, and my job will be much easier, right?
Because they already.
They already prepared to do that.
What do you think about the phrase Ashtanga is not for everyone?
Drop it.
It's more of the how people think. I don't know who said that, but like in Thailand, I think the next question is the next question is about the Russian people think that it's too difficult, right? Something like that, right? So these two should be one question. Thai people are the same. I collect this much students, but there are much bigger yoga community in Thailand that doesn't do Ashtanga, because if a few people know one person here that they practice here, they will ask, oh, it's so difficult, do we have to be good? Then say, oh, and then if the students here think that it's difficult, or if they're in the first stage of the practice, they said, oh, it's difficult, you have to be strong. Then those group of people say, okay, I need to prepare. I'm not going to come. I need to prepare myself. And then they prepare, and then they never come. Right? But someone who doesn't know shit, they come. They come.
Have no expectation.
Yeah, no expectation, because they don't know what's going on. But a big community of yoga scene in Thailand is more of like, everywhere in the world, take photos. You do asana, you take photos. Everyone want to do pincha. Everyone want to do handstand. Something like that. But so I think it's for everyone who willing to spend their energy and have the energy and believe in the system I mean, the belief has to be built from what they see, right? So it was difficult when they start Chala. There, 30 people come, doesn't see any example. But now new students come, they see example. They ask, oh, why that person is so good? I would say that back 7 years ago, they were like you. It's like, it's impossible. It's possible. Because they are like that. They're more shit than you. They're the worst. But they stay 8 years, they become this person. Something like that. So that's how you build the belief on someone who have energy, who willing to follow, and who can afford money and time. Yeah.
So it's up to people.
I think it's up to people. Yeah. It's the mindset, and maybe the source of information that they got it from, right? If let's say you are new, you want to learn Ashtanga, you talk to someone who have back pain in the first 2 months of the Ashtanga, you're not gonna want to come, right? But if you talk to someone who learning to jump back and they start to jump back, oh, this is so good. You know, I got so many friends who come to practice when I started the first 6 months of my Ashtanga practice, because I was so enthusiastic. I thought, oh, it's so much fun. You gotta come. It's so good. Sweat, muscle. And they find that I have energy, right? And they were, oh, it's gotta be fun. But those people doesn't practice now because they don't have energy. They don't have energy. They don't have time. They have other things. Yeah.
Question is like, where would you like to be in 10 years? Do you have any goals or dreams, like something in the future? How
Okay.
you see yourself?
So I'm 50 now. In 10 years, I'll be 60. I'm not sure how old will I be and how I can maintain my body. But I have a small little boy.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand.
5 Ashto. 1,
Darling, kiss
2,
me.
and a little girl will come out soon. So I think in 10 years, I will be probably in the States because I want them to go to school in the States. Because I'm also the US citizen, so I wanted to go up there. So probably I will be there. This is like, some project that is not like in a clear perspective yet, but I was thinking with Jam. And if I'm there, this Chala gonna be here. So maybe I come back to teach sometimes, or maybe open some Chala in the States. My goal, nothing really. I'm writing a book about how I teach. It's not like a traditional Ashtanga book, but it's just how I think about each piece of the practice. So I have few projects, but the goal is just maintain, cheer up people to come to practice, something like that. Wherever I am, that's all.
That's awesome plan.
Yeah, it's a small plan, but more focused on the children. I think if they like yoga, then they practice yoga. If they don't, they do something else.
You won't push them.
No, because I don't do what my dad like. I don't do what my mom like.
Yeah.
If you start to push your children, I think they're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna manipulate them to make it fun, right?
Got it. And how you maintain like your own practice with such like advanced and hard teaching style? Like you teach a lot.
Yeah.
And you also got the child,
Yeah.
got the wife.
Yeah.
Next child is coming up.
Yeah.
How you maintain your own practice? How you keep it like? Does it like so intensive as it was before? Like
Okay, it's a good question. To be honest, my practice is not as intense as I was practicing the first 10 years. Not at all. The first 10 years, I was like, I want to practice every day, right? But, since I get married, my brain become older. I feel like I have more responsibility. And so I have a little boy and also a lot of students. I maintain my practice. Like I said, I fix little things in my practice, one thing at a time. So I don't think of the practice as a whole. I'm not so serious if I cannot do something, if I cannot perform something, but I will find out why. Maybe I eat too much, when like for example, when Jam, my wife, have the get pregnant, the first one, it was COVID lockdown, right? We always at home, and she has this tantrum, like a girl who gonna become a wife have this hormone rise up. She always moody, and she always want to cook, and she cook 3 to 4 times a day. If I don't eat, there'll be a big problem in my life. So imagine I eat 4 or 5 meals a day, and I lock down, depressed, practice. Very heavy. But it's okay. I was happy. So right now, I try to keep my joint healthy. Try to not to get fat. That's important. But my wife insists to have me eat a lot every day still now. Teaching a lot helped me to kind of look through my own practice as well. Sometimes I feel like, today is like, I'm gonna have a bad day. Sometimes I see students who are, struggle and then they go for it. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it too. Everyone, all the teacher is not God, right? Even Charaji, even Guruji, they are not God. They have their own struggle. Everyone has their own struggle. I have my own struggle. But being in the surrounding of students help maintain the practice. Big time, and then supported family. That's play a big role as well. Yeah.
What advice would you give to people who are thinking about starting yoga practice?
So in general, just go to a place where there's people practice.
Spiders in my hair.
This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise.
Round that corner and hiding in the trash can, something's waiting there to pounce and how you scream. This is Halloween, red and black.
It's slimy green.
Aren't you scared?
Well, that's just fine. Say it once, say it twice, take a chance and roll the dice. Ride with the moon in the dead of night.
Everybody scream! Everybody scream!
I am the clown with the tearaway face.
Here in a flash, gone than a trace.
Right? Try different places and see how they feel with the teacher, with the scene, with the surrounding. And it depends on what they're looking for, right? If someone if someone see someone doing in Instagram, do very advanced asana, and okay, I want to do that, then you go find something very similar to that, and see how you're gonna get there. I would advise that they don't try to do one thing, and try to okay, if that advanced asana come from what is the basic of it, then go find the place where they teach that. It could be a good general idea for anyone who want to start to practice, but for someone who already doing research, has to be up to their budget, right? Their time, their energy, and I would say if someone want to really start it, 3 months. 3 months, and you put your time and money into that, and then you yourself, being yourself every day for 3 months. If it's not for you, then you bye-bye. When it's for you, you stay on it. That's the best. I think it's the best method. I keep telling students who want to come new, learn, that you want to drop in? No, don't drop in. We don't accept drop in. You come at least 1 month. 3 months is the best advice. You cannot do 3 months. You want to try 1 month? It's okay. You're not gonna get anything. You're not gonna have good feelings. The first month is all about bad feelings.
Yeah.
Then you collect that, and then if you finish, then you collect that and you go tell your friend. Another 10 of your friends will hate yoga for that. So, the best thing is 3 months. Spend your time, spend your money, and come practice.
Have you thinking about to go to Mysore?
Yes.
And practice?
Yes.
You wanna keep continuing?
Yes. Always. I usually chat with Charachi. We have the WhatsApp. So because I'm inviting him here
Yeah. I remember.
next year.
Oh, next year.
It was in 2000, supposed to be in 2020, but we locked down.
Yeah.
The whole world locked down, right? So this year he's busy. He's in the States right now, and he's gonna go to Korea. That's where I'm gonna be too, in June. We all gonna go to Korea, like maybe 15 of us here, gonna go to Korea. Jam want to practice lead intermediate. So she asked me if I can ask Guruji to let her do it, and I convinced him. He said, okay, she can come in lead intermediate. Now she wants to go for 3 days, but we have workshop in China before that. Let's see if we can go there, so she can do 3 lead intermediate and 3 primary. Otherwise, she do 1 lead intermediate, 3 primary. So this year, Sharad will not have a mid-year season. He will have the end of the year season. But my baby will come out. So I'm not sure if Jam gonna be strong enough. But if she's strong enough, we're gonna go. The new baby will be like 3-4 months, but that should be fine. So I'm gonna continue going. It's my vacation.
Cool.
Yeah, it's my vacation. And then Charaji doesn't expect anything from me anymore. I'm too old for that. No, he expects I'm to be proper.
Yeah.
But he don't expect me to do everything like, 10 years ago. I mean, people getting old, right? And he understand that. And then I have two child.
Yeah.
And then he go, okay, Bunchu, do whatever
Yeah,
you can.
understand.
Do whatever you can.
Do you have any plans like for workshops out of the Thailand, as you just said in China you're gonna make? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go to China. It's gonna be my first after COVID. We're gonna go there for maybe 10 days, 10 or 12 days, and then there was some Chinese organizer contact. So we probably gonna do more China in the following. Mainly I open for the traveling, but I also prefer myself to be with my students here. Because one thing about workshop is like, you don't know what they're gonna do after they get knowledge from you, right? I'm pretty passionate about the way I teach. So if I have someone who join my workshop, and the next 2 years I see them practice, like the worst that I met them, I've said, oh, what did they do wrong?
And nothing changed.
Yeah, something like that. So that's why I think the community that always come to practice on my soul class is like the heart of the Ashtanga method, right? So people slowly develop, slowly. Workshop, you come, you get the technique and you go, involve yourself into that technique and then develop yourself. It's a good thing, but it's not always. I find that it's like maybe less than 10% of people who get benefit, really real benefit from the workshop. It's just like, a week of fun.
It's more like an inspiration for them.
Yeah, inspiration. Yeah, that can be a good inspiration, motivation, right? And it's up to their lifestyle again, right?
Yeah.
The 1 week inspiration, they continue for 2 weeks, and then the 4th week, same. Find another workshop, spend more money, something like that. But yeah, I'm if I get an opportunity to go somewhere that doesn't have so many teachers, I'm not gonna go somewhere who have a lot of teachers, because I think I don't want to ruin their way of teaching. If one chala who has an established student inviting me to go there to teach, I don't want to go, because they're already established. They already have a group of community running, right?
Yeah.
If my approach are different, I'm gonna ruin their students, right? I'm gonna change that. It could be benefit, and also it could be troublesome for the system that they create.
Yeah.
If they have system, if they have system.
They can start to asking questions like,
My teacher teach me this. Why you do teach me this? Something like that. And then you have to bring the book of physiology comes, and this is how gymnasts do. This is how movement calisthenics do. This is how joy is supposed to work, and it has to be like 30 days workshop.
yeah.
Yeah, but after all, Ashtanga is just like an advanced movement. Like right now, there's a movement. There's Ido Patal, calisthenics, gymnastic training. I think it's all the same, but Ashtanga has a benefit of you working on breathing.
Yeah.
Is much more advanced, much more superior, because those they don't teach you how to breathe, right? They can teach you to breathe instantly. Okay, it's like this. You do this like this, but they don't follow you to your bed when you stay home. They don't create the pattern of breathing in your own life. They have the pattern of when you do it. You breathe like this when you do this. Spring up. Keep muscle up. You breathe like this. But that's it. But out of that, they go, right? So it's not as superior as Ashtanga, because shallow breathing can practice, right? People who have big lung can practice. Small lung you can develop, and if they have a good teacher who guide them to fix how they breathe. Like we have one student, I talked to him. The guy with the long hair.
Maybe I saw him.
Long, very long hair.
Yesterday.
Someone like that can do a very good physical practice, but he have one problem. He doesn't have stamina in his breathing. So after 20 minutes, he starts, right? And he doesn't know how to control it. So I approached him yesterday. I said, I want to develop your practice, but you need to fix this problem. Then I can step in and do something for you. Because if you don't improve this part, I cannot tell you and make you do it, because it's you who have to control them. You don't follow the heartbeat, but you control the heartbeat by using the breath. Something like that. I think that's the best example. And if he starts to have energy for it, then do something.
Thank you. And one more question.
Sure.
When you just started your practice, Ashtanga Yoga, at the beginning, what was the most inspiring for you? Like maybe you got inspired from old practitioners, or maybe inspired from the teachers and everything like that.
Okay. At my time of the time that I started, it was what's his name? I was just thinking about his what is his name? The advanced he bald head, very skinny. Everyone have his book. He go everywhere. What is his name? He's American.
Did he write some book or something?
Yeah, he has a big book, many books. Not Richard Freeman.
Hello, I'm Richard Freeman.
Not Tim Miller.
Sapta. Yes. 1. Parishudrishti. 2.
Not Eddie Stern.
Not Eddie Stern.
3. 4.
Anyway, I'll let you know when I say. Okay, so I saw that book in the bookstores. When I was in the States, when I have time, I go to the bookstore.
David Swenson.
Oh, David Swenson. Yes. I bought that big book of the asanas, and I looked through it, and I was like, "Oh, it looks so awesome." And so I tried to do research about how did he learn that from, right? But it was so limited because, it was Netscape and so slow. There was no information. I have to go buy books, go to the bookstore, Barnes and Noble, if you know. But now they don't have it anymore, and see yoga books here and there. There was another book, but there was no There's another big coffee table book that put a lot of yoga practitioner, but it's more in America. It's a picture book, black and white, like this big, and they have a small version. So I got that small version too, and I looked. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's nice. That's when I start to get. Oh wow, there's some activities like this, but I never thought that I'll be doing something like that. I think those are in those books. I've done it, everything.
Move slow. Move slow. Move slow.
In the book, but at the time that I bought it, I still remember I was like, wow, this is crazy. I would never do something like this. It's crazy, right? Yeah, but I mean, like books, like now nobody read books, right? But internet, social media, YouTube, or anything that you let people see can always inspire people. That's why, I have, every day I do. Like that. Just, just to keep up with it. I just want everyone to see it. This is the daily practice. We don't try to find a beautiful asana. Of course, there's some beautiful asanas there. But I just want everyone to see the scene that, this is the way we do it. And then if anyone want to come join, they can come experience. 1 month or 3 months. You like it, you stay. Yeah.
Okay, then thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
much.
I hope you get what you want.
Get it, flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, miss it. Hold on. Get it, flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, miss it. Let's go. Hit it, split it, hit it, split it, drill it, come up, miss it. Hit it, split it, quit it. Is you with it? Get it, flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, miss it. Get it, flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, miss it. Hit it, split it, drill it, come up, miss it. Hit it, split it, quit it. Is you with it? I'm just tryna hit it, you not with it, get up, miss it. Fool, you can't catch him slipping, if he slip, he get up, drill it.